Hey everybody, my name is Spencer, and in this video, I'm going to teach you how to play Mind Up, published by Pandasaurus Games, who has also partnered with us at Game Nerdz to bring you this tutorial. In Mind Up, 3 to 6 players compete to obtain the cards in the center of the table that will give them the best scores. The player with the highest score at the end of 3 rounds wins. I'll get into the specifics of playing in just a bit, but first, let's take a look at the setup. Set aside the 14 blue-backed bonus objective cards for now. Those are used for a variant that I'll explain later. Shuffle all 60 number cards into a face-down deck. Deal 7 cards to each player, and make sure everyone keeps their hands secret. Make a row of cards by revealing as many cards from the deck as there are players in the game. I'm setting up for a 4-player game, so I'll put 4 cards down. Then, arrange those cards in ascending order, regardless of color, bonuses, or penalties. These are the scoring cards, and they come in sets of 5, valued 1 to 5. Each set has a different symbol on its back. Give each player 1 set of scoring cards. Now, randomly select a player. That player shuffles their 5 scoring cards, then reveals them one by one, placing them in a row from left to right, announcing which card was revealed. All the other players place their scoring cards in front of them in the same order as that player. And now, you're ready to play. In Mind Up, there are no individual turns. Instead, the game takes place over 3 rounds and a number of turns where everyone plays simultaneously. Your goal is to acquire cards from the center of the table that you will then add to your scoring cards tableau in front of you, and each scoring card can only be assigned a single color. At the end of each round, you will score points based on how many cards you have placed on each scoring card, multiplied by the scoring card's point value. But as you'll see, getting the cards you want isn't that simple. At the beginning of a round, all players simultaneously select a card from their hand and place it face down in front of them. When everyone's ready, reveal all cards and place them in an ascending order in a row just below the existing row. Just make sure everyone pays attention to which card is theirs before they all get moved around. Now, players will take the card located above the card they just played and place it on one of their scoring cards, making sure to follow these placement rules. First, if no cards of the same color have been placed on a player's scoring cards, as would be the case at the beginning of a round, they must place their taking card on the first empty scoring card starting from the left. In this case, I took the blue 21, and since there are no other blue cards, it must go here on the first empty scoring card from the left. But if there are already 1 or more cards of the same color as the card just taken, add it on top of the cards of its color, leaving the top half of the previous card uncovered. So if on the next turn I take another blue card, it must go on top of the 21 I already played. But of course, any other color would be placed next to this scoring card, since it's the first empty one from the left. After everyone has placed the cards they just took, the row of cards played to the center this turn are moved up, becoming the cards players will compete for on the next turn. Repeat this cycle of playing cards, taking, and placing them on the scoring card tableaus until everyone has a single card left in hand. Everyone will then place their final card in their tableau, just as if they had taken it from the center row. This marks the end of the round. Now it's time to score points. Begin by totaling the points for each color, multiplying the number of cards by the value of the scoring card. For example, this scoring card gives me 4 points because I multiply its value 2 by the number of cards on it, which is also 2. Next, I'll get 4 points for blue as well, because I multiply 4 times 1. Continue this process for each scoring card and add all your points together. Quick reminder that anything multiplied by 0 equals 0. Finally, adjust this total with any modifiers on your cards, like the bonus yellow bubbles and the red penalty bubbles. In this example, I'd lose 2 points and gain 3, making my total score for the round 25. Record the score for each player and begin a new round. But instead of dealing a new hand of cards, players take all cards currently on their scoring cards as their new hand and then draw an extra card from the deck, giving each player a hand of 8 cards. Remember that in the new round, you'll be competing for the cards in the row you played in the previous round. Finally, have one player mix up their 5 scoring cards, lay them out randomly, and then everyone else should arrange their cards in the same order, just like at the beginning of the game. Play the second round the same way you played the previous, which means that when you begin the third and final round, you'll have 9 cards in your hand. After scoring points for the third round, add each player's points from each round together, and the player with the highest total wins. If there's a tie, the player who scored the most points in the third round is the winner. And if there's still a tie, those players will share the victory. And that's all there is to the basic way of playing. Once you feel confident with those rules, you can add the optional bonus objectives variant. At the beginning of the game, also shuffle all 14 bonus objective cards, and at the start of each round, reveal one at random. During scoring, each player checks to see if the cards played on the scoring cards meet the condition of the objective. If so, the bonus or penalty is applied to their score for the round. I'm not going to go over every card, but there are clear explanations of each one in the rulebook. After checking the objective, discard it, and draw a new one for the next round. If you want to increase the challenge, you can even reveal multiple bonus objectives each round to a maximum of 5. The only restriction is that the letters in the bottom right corner of the cards are all different each round. For example, you can't have 2 C objective cards at the same time. If you do decide to include 3 or more objectives, they remain for the entire game rather than being renewed each round. And now you're ready to play. If you have any questions about anything I cover here, please leave me a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you found this video helpful, consider giving it a like, and if you want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe to the Game Nerdz YouTube channel. Once again, my name is Spencer, and I want to thank you so much for watching.